In our last video, we looked at sets. I know these videos, we don't go deep into what sets can do. They're meant to give you an overview so that in the mentorship session, we go deeper into what sets can do, what list can do. We dive in. The videos are just to give you an introduction to what to expect in the live coding sessions. We are going to talk about dictionaries. I'm going to create a file and call it dictionaries.py. Alright, so dictionaries are also part of the whole arrays, like the array data types, and they allow us to save data, but in a different way. They allow us to save data as key value pairs. What do I mean by that? So let's say we have a room filled with 5 people. Ekene, John, Bright, who else? Wisdom, Felix, and that's 5. Now, in that room, whenever I shout Ekene, I expect Ekene to answer. Whenever I shout Bright or I call out to Wisdom, I expect each and every one of them to answer. What's happening there is their names are their keys and the values are their reactions. So Ekene should expect yes sir. From John, I should expect I am here sir, or whatever he's going to say. If Bright was a very funny person, I should be expecting some comedic reply like pleasant sir, instead of present sir. Wisdom always want to act wise. When I call him, I should expect here for you always sir. And Felix, when I call him, I should be hearing him talking about business. I say, yes, I'm here. I'm on the phone doing business. Yes, I am here. I am on the phone doing business. All right. So I just expect them to answer. Ekene is the key, and this response is a value pair. All right. Let's take it a bit further. We have a switch, 2 switches, on and off. What do you expect when you turn on the switch? You expect the lights to turn on, and over here you expect the lights to turn off. One of the ways to understand dictionaries is that every value must have a key, and every key should have a value. The way to express a dictionary is almost similar to sets, but with a twist. So I'm going to have a variable in respect to our turning on lights. I'm going to call it switch v. That's called switch variable, and we're going to use the curly braces. This time it's going to have the key value pairs. Now everything would be in a quote, as you can see here. We're going to have a comma separating them, just like we had in our sets file. We had commas separating them. These are just individuals, but there's a comma separating them, and that's what we're having here. A comma separating the on and off. Now, when we print switch v, so print switch v, and we come to our console, Python dictionaries.py, we have just exactly how the set was outputted. We actually have this in our command line. All right, if we wanted to get the type, all we have to do is type and put this for inside, and then we're going to run our script, and it says what? A dict. So it's a dictionary. Just like we have it in sets, duplicates are not allowed in your dictionaries. So I'm going to make a duplicate. Here we'll just copy this and put a comma, paste, set. I love to clear my command line. Alright, sorry. I was outputting the type, so I'm just going to output the switch v, and I'll do that again. So as you can see, the compiler has ignored the second on key value in our dictionary. So I'm just going to delete that. So duplicates are not allowed. So what if we wanted to access the key? Let's say I want to say lights are on. Let me just change it here and say lights are on, and here lights are off. Save that. So let's say I want to tell the user whenever they turn on the lights are on. Whenever they turn off the lights are off. How do I do that? So I'm just going to put square brackets here, and I'll type on. When I run my script, lights are on, and when the user puts off, lights are off. Now what we are doing here is we are using this key to access this value. So let's not even forget, dictionaries can hold different type of data types. So I can have a dictionary having let me say years or age, and I can say 29. I can have gender, and that's like string, saying male. I can have alive. If we're playing a Squid Game, I can say true. I can say true. So these are like different data types, and if we should output them, they just come out right. Alright, so we had one way of getting the value using the keys in our dictionary. There are other ways to get the values. So you can use the get method here, and we can just call it, I'll just put in age, and I'll save. When I print 29, that's another way to get the value using the key. All right, we can also get the list of keys to see all the list of keys in our application. One of the ways to do that is to use the dot keys. So I'm just gonna write dot keys, and I'm just gonna put. So it gives us all the list of keys in our dictionary. Dictionaries are very interesting data types. So for example, let's say we wanted to get the values. can actually like do the same thing by typing values, and it gives us all the values in our dictionary. So for example, let's say I wanted to change my age. This is not my age, this is my FIFA age. But let's say I want to change my age over here. Let's just say FIFA age. Alright, how do I go about it? I'm going to delete this. So I'm just going to say switch V and this, a square bracket, and age equal to, and I'm going to write our new age. So what I have put inside here is the key. So what key do we want to like access its value? Age. So what age are we actually putting up here? 60. No, let's make it 90. And then when we print switch V, it's gonna output the whole dictionary with its key and values. And over here, can you see we have a new value in our age as 90. All right, so let's say we want to add to the dictionary. How do we go about this? I'm going to clear this up. Now to add to a dictionary, let me see, what value do I want to add to this dictionary? What key and what value? These are the questions you have to ask. So I'm going to say switch V key. Let's see. I want to add a key that says played Squid Gamer. Yeah, Squid Gamer, to actually check if the person ever played the Squid game, and the value is going to be like false or true. So let's just say false, because I didn't play the Squid game. Now what we have done is that we have just added a new key called Squid Gamer with a value called false, with a value of false, sorry. So if I print our switch V, what we're gonna have here, see, a new key and value has been added, a key of Squid Gamer. So let's say I wanted to remove gender. We use the method pop. So I'm going to just say switch v dot pop gender. That's the key. And when we print our switch v, we're going to have this. All right, so these are the two different dictionaries. This is the first dictionary we have here that had the Squid Gamer key and a value of false added to it. That's this here. In the next video, we're going to look at something very interesting. Thank you.